Good morning to you all, gentlemen. I'll be talking to you today about managing truck security with the TAPA standards. Since yesterday, I've been listening to the various presentations relating to the GPS technology and the services which are extended to the industry. I would try to give you different information. I would try to share some information relating to the supply chain security and the impact in the industry in India today. To first brief you about TAPA, I'm not sure how many of you have heard about TAPA. TAPA stands for Transported Asset Protection Association. It's a voluntary organization which comprises of security professionals, logistics service providers, and people who are related to the supply chain industry, who are responsible mainly to ensure that the goods which are manufactured reach safely and timely to the end customers. TAPA happens to be a non-profit organization, so you can be assured that I'm not going to be making a sales pitch. We, as a team of professionals, we try to see and address issues which are exclusively relating to the supply chain. For the past 5 years or so, since I moved into the corporate sector, we used to often face issues which were dealing with non-uniformity of standards. We used to see that whenever we used to approach the companies or we used to approach the authorities and we would talk about the problems being faced in supply chain, they generally did not have any satisfactory answers. And because of that, we decided to approach the various professionals who are related to the field and make them come together to form an organization called TAPA, Transported Asset Protection Association. It's an association which is a worldwide organization. It's a non-profit, voluntary organization of security professionals. We have got a presence across Europe, Middle East, and Africa, in Americas, and in Asia. We have got these 3 chapters, and we have got a worldwide change control body which is responsible to ensure that we keep on updating and improving ourselves relating to the risks which we face, relating to the challenges which we face, and relating to the new developments which are there into the industry. As I told you earlier, the main intention of TAPA is to ensure that we address the supply chain security related issues and threats which are there in the industry. We have people who are mainly from the manufacturing companies. I being from Nokia, we were one of the first ones who took the initiative to form this particular organization. Apart from that, we have got people from the logistics service provider companies, the biggest names, DHL, Gati, Blue Dart, all of them are a part. We also have people from insurance because they are a key and integral part of addressing threats and issues which relate to supply chain. And when I talk about the industry, it is essential to also mention that we are trying to include people who are in ways related to the supply chain. And that is the reason why I'm here today, because we are trying to include technology into addressing the risk which we face. We are also approaching, and we have got participation from the government organizations and the semi-government organizations, because it is essential that till the time we have their participation, their support, it would be very difficult to address these issues. If you could see the names, we have got some of the biggest names in the industry. We have got close to around 900 members who are a part of this particular association. We have got the manufacturing companies, which include HP, Intel, Nokia, you name them and they have them, because the concerns which are faced by them, the challenges which are faced by them, the risks which are faced by them are the same. We started with this particular organization here in India in 2009. It's the 3rd year now. And when we were starting this organization, people wanted to know what is the reason, why are we intending to do it, apart from addressing the supply chain related issues. So let me make it clear that this is not a forum This is not a platform which is intended to blacklist suppliers, or we are not trying to comment upon the performance of various companies. We are mainly interested to tell them about the best practices, the best known methods, and to tell them that how we can collectively address the risks and the issues faced. We are not here to also do comparison between companies. We are not here to compare the losses. Under TAPA, we are very keenly interested to provide data. When we were starting with this organization, one of the key things which we wanted to know is what are the industry-related losses. Do we have any benchmarking to understand that what is the loss which is there across into the field, into the industry? And unfortunately, the challenge which we faced is nobody was very keen to come forward to share any data. Everybody wanted to say that everything is good, everything is safe, we face no problems, there are no losses, and we do not anticipate any losses also. And that is the reason why we did not, and till date we face this problem, wherein there are no loss-related information available with us in a updated manner. We do not get information on an updated manner. Apart from that, we used to face issues wherein people say that why should I get associated with associated with TAPA. So let me make it clear that being associated with TAPA does not assure you any business. It is not a platform where we allow people to network, or to propagate or further business interests. Basically, what we are trying to say is that if you get the TAPA affiliation, if you are associated to TAPA, if you are associated with the like-minded companies, we are sure that you will be able to identify your losses, you will be able to address the issues, and you will be able to address them in a collective manner. So, one of the key objectives which we had was to increase the awareness amongst the industry partners, amongst the various companies. We wanted to communicate the best known practices and the methods. We wanted to also provide standards. As I was telling you that there has been no uniformity relating to the standards, the guidelines, the procedures in the supply chain industry. And that is where we face a problem, that when we try to set standards, we don't have any. And TAPA took the initiative to introduce standards, supply chain security standards, and these are the standards which are now being implemented by most of the top-notch companies. Today, we as Nokia, we as Intel, we as HP are not interested to work with vendors who do not follow standard, who do not follow the industry procedures, who do not have any set guidelines to deliver services to us. We are also there to represent the problems which are faced to the right quarters, to the right authorities, because today when I would approach the police, I would approach the customs, or I would approach the other authorities with problems which I face, generally they would not be too keen, or they would be interested to pass on the buck to the origin, to the transit locations. And that is the time when we decided that what is important is that we get the participation from the law enforcement agencies, the customs, the airports, and thankfully now we are seeing much more acceptance, much more acknowledgement relating to the supply chain problems which are there. I'm sure the companies which you are trying to work with would be also approaching you to provide standard guidelines, standards which are accepted and followed by all. To tell you about the history of Nokia, the road which we have followed, we started in 1997 in the US, and from there till 2011, we have moved in leaps and bounds, wherein we have now got auditor companies, we have got set infrastructure which helps us, supports us in implementing the procedures, the standards and the guidelines across. We have got now standards wherein we impart training and we provide industry accepted standards on these 5 fields. The first and the most important one relates to the freight security requirements. This is mainly relating to implementation of security procedures in the warehousing industry. How a warehouse should be, what are the risks, what are the challenges, and how do we address them. We also deal with the truck security requirements. This is a standard which has been introduced in 2012, just recently, and we use GPS Wire to collaborate with us, and we just had the truck security requirements training conducted for the first time in India and for the second time across the globe. In addition to that, we have got a standard relating to parking security. We have got standards relating to air cargo security, and we have got standards relating to food and drug defense. So I'm sure you see a clear connect wherein your services would be very useful to TAPA, to get associated with TAPA, and to follow these standards when you are working with your customers and you with your partners. So if I were to talk about the standards which are implemented, which are propagated by TAPA, the first being FSR. So under this, we have got 3 levels of the FSR standards, A, B, and C, which relates to the risks which are faced in the decreasing levels, A being the highest and C being the levels which are much more elementary in nature. Similarly, for TSR, which is the truck security requirements, we have got 3 levels, and these are related to the various classes of suppliers who are there in the industry. For the TACSS, it is designed for securing the supply chain en route and at the airport cargo terminals. The parking security requirements is something which may not be fully implemented in India because we do not have the kind of infrastructure which is required to have these standards in place. But still, we are in the process of getting the changes, and I'm sure the changes will be there very soon. So if you would see that this is the kind of scoring and evaluation matrix which is there. There are various guidelines which tells the things which are mandatory to be followed and which are there as implemented on a good to know basis or good to act basis. We as of now have close to around 48 TAPA certified sites, and the number is going to increase in 2012, wherein we see a lot of the companies who are keen to